This week on the Holiday Spotlight, Taj Gibson talks about the Bulls situation. We'll flash back to super happy days. Identify Rodman. And then the Chicago Bears blew a chance to win the division, or at least clinch it. And we talked to fans at Mr. C's Midway Lounge. They analyze it this week on the Spotlight. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. From wherever Chicago's sports teams are making news, this is the 25th year of the Lansing Floral Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. You've got to get to Calabria Imports. That's where I go for Italian food, deli food. Mention this TV ad and get 10% off. Catering and sandwiches. It's at 1905 West 103rd Street. They have great stuff, and you should get it at Calabria Imports. Want to get a haircut from a great hairstylist? Call mine, Rose Murillo, 312-726-2201. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. The T-Wax Company does real estate investments. They want you to buy Chicagoland properties, providing profit opportunities since 1985. Call my friend Mr. Thomas at 773-456-3057. Make some money. Call 773-456-3057. Mr. C's Midway Bar. Open till 2 a.m. every day. Best Bloody Marys. For 65 years, they've had great neighborhood prices. Easy to reach at 4654 West 63rd Street, right over by Cicero Avenue. I've been there. You'll like it. Mr. C's Midway Bar. You've got to get to Honey Bear Ham. 312-942-1160. Gourmet ham, fully cooked, spiral sliced, honey glazed. It's wonderfully smoked. You can go there to 1160 West Grand Avenue, but get Honey Bear Ham for any holidays and for any reason. Amelia's Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner daily. Private parties and catering. A unique mixture of fine dining and Mexican specialties created by the great chef Eusebio Garcia. Easy to reach at 46th and Halsted. Emilio's Bar and Grill has great stuff. I highly recommend it. Emilio's Bar and Grill, 46th and Halsted. Certainly the most dynamic shot blocker and defensive intimidator on the team. Taj is a really well thought out kid who takes the losses hard. This is the kind of interview that you could plug into a variety of games where the Bulls are close but not quite. And so the questions follow up from that angle. And I finish up with some of the particulars. So it's Taj Gibson after a loss. Pick a loss, any loss.
We had a hard time scoring. That's good, but we just got to do better. Our shots wasn't falling, but we got to do other things. Like he said before the game, he said if your shots isn't going and anything isn't going your way, just do other things. Try to help the team in any kind of way. And I think that the fourth quarter, we kind of been in a hole, and then we were free to climb out, try to fight back. But we used to have that attack mentality from the beginning of the game, and that kind of solve our problem at that point. But we just got to play hard. We got to play harder. It's a long season, but we just can't go into games thinking that we're going to win.
Taj, obviously you guys have been through so much adversity the last couple of years and everything. It's almost something that you take for granted sometimes, you know.
What'd you say?
It's almost something that you take for granted sometimes, you know, being able to get through stuff like this, periods like this.
Yeah, you take for granted because you got to look at the kind of guys that we had around us. We had guys that really believe. I think right now we just got to believe and pull ourselves together. You know, it's going to be a tough task. Not one guy can do it alone. And I think that we just got to get back to our basics. It seems, me including myself, it seems like our defense is not there at times. And we're one of those teams that really rely on our defense and our rebounding, and we really have to do better. To miss shots, that's going to happen in the game. If you play hard and you continue to attack the defense and you continue to just hustle, do things right, it's going to go your way eventually. And I think that we kind of got getting away from that. We just got to get back to that hunger and that mentality like it's no end.
Coach Tibbs has suggested that there were maybe a couple times when, after a missed J, your team hung its head and maybe didn't get back full speed on defense, and a time or two like that means a difference in a game.
Yeah, at times it was, but you understand, like, it's difficult being out there. You miss a couple shots, but you just got to have that mentality to keep going. At times, I miss a couple shots, but I just get back on rely on my defense, try to just do anything, trying to help the team. That's what we need right now. We don't really need to focus too much on our jumpers being missed or our shots being blocked. We just got to just keep playing. And it's a long game, but it's just frustrating because we just got to pull together. And it's always an up and down. It's always good and bad. So we just got to just keep slugging and then get to the good.
But always on the other side of the coin, you give your team a big lift when you swat a shot out of bounds like you did a couple times today.
That's just things that I'm supposed to do. That's just things that I try to help my team do. And when I got guys behind me helping me out, knowing that they got my back on defense, it's great. I can try to challenge shots, but it's a team collective, effort. We just got to keep pushing, we got to keep grinding, and this one's going to hurt, but we got to keep going.
I missed the first wave of questions. Did you comment on DJ today as a stabilizing force for you on offense?
He did a great job. I'm happy that he took his looks. We're going to need him to take his looks. We're going to need him to be aggressive. And he's getting well accommodated, just coming in, doing his job, staying in, trying to learn the plays, but we just got to keep striving. He's gonna get more looks, and we're gonna look forward to him just stepping up and hitting big shots.
You guys, when you're out on the break, things happen. There were a couple of weird ones though, where you guys had numbers and then you kicked it back to three-point land. I kind of scratched my head on those. Probably best to take it to the rack and finish, eh?
We had a couple of those, but that's part of the game. We just gotta watch film and adjust and just keep pushing. It's a long season. Maybe the next game we just correct it in the next game.
Good luck.
All right.
Since 1967, El Jardín has been serving the finest Mexican food. Before, after, or during ball games, located conveniently just 3 blocks south of Wrigley Field, 3335 North Clark. Whether there's a game or not, you still get hungry, and El Jardín has great service, great food, and great drinks. I've enjoyed every meal I've had there, and you will too. So get to El Jardín for great Mexican food at 3335 North Clark Street in Chicago. You'll be glad you did. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212. You've got to get to Kelly's Tavern. You'll have a good time. I'm cracking up thinking about it. Benkowski Trivia, 44th and Wallace.
January 3rd at 8 p.m.
Come out and play. Bring your friends. It's fun. Kelly's Tavern, 44th and Wallace. See you over there.
Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. They come to you. You call them at 773-908-6081. Lowest prices, new and used. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They'll do your windshield, back window, or sides. They did a great job for me. They'll do a great job for you, and you'll be amazed at how quickly they come in and finish it up. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. For a great meal, get to Amelia's Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner daily, private parties and catering, a unique mixture of fine dining and Mexican specialties brought to you by the great chef Eusebio Garcia. They're at 46th and Halsted. I've had great meals there, and you will too. Amelia's Bar and Grill, 46th and Halsted. An Adam Podlish bad punt led to the first touchdown. Devin Hester's fumble led to that touchdown. And before you knew it, it was 21-0 Eagles after one. Well, the game could not have started any worse. So all I can say is it's got to get better. But what you do here when you're at Mr. C's, you start knocking down the cocktails, and then everything seems better in life. Reintroduce yourself to the crowd and tell us your thoughts.
Freddie Garcia from Chicago. My thoughts are the Bears got to get their heads out of their butts because this doesn't look good at all. It doesn't, Pat.
I know. And you would think that with Green Bay and Detroit losing, the table was all set for them.
Well, maybe we just use all our luck then and not now. So who knows? I mean, usually when everything's ready to roll, it doesn't happen that way. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Well, go get your partner in crime over there to be on television.
I want to try, but she's probably going to kill me. So.
What, you don't want to be called partner? Why do I want you on that SH? First of all, it's not SH. Second of all, okay, I won't compliment your appearance anymore. Gee, maybe I ought to invoke the president. Hey, boss, should she be on the show, yes or no?
Oh, yeah.
No. All right. Things really are breaking down. The Bears can't score, and people don't want to appear on television. I don't understand it. All right, Lee, tell everybody about the first minutes of your Mr. C's experience.
Well, the game sucks.
Yeah.
So.
But don't blame the bar.
Yeah, I'm not blaming the bar. It's good other than that.
Okay. And do you have any analysis why the Bears have started so slowly?
Special teams and lack of a decent defense would be my analogy.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good because Podlish's bad punt and that long drive they had. So
They're just not. They're giving up touchdowns instead of field goals. So.
yes, that has to change. So time to tighten up. Am I on my own show right now? Oh, thanks. The breakdown is so friggin' total that. The Bears got down to the 19-yard line, but two consecutive sacks of Cutler ruined the drive. The Bears trailed 24-3 at the half. So they scored. It's not a complete washout. We'll see what happens in the second half. I'm maybe less concerned about the game in a way, more concerned about people having fun at the bar, which they always do at Mr. C's. Tell us your name and the fun experiences that you've had here.
My name is Alex. I've been coming to Mr. C's probably about 5-6 years now. I love this place. A couple of friends brought me out here. Been coming ever since, about once a week. Been here for almost every Bears game this season. Right now, we got a 3-game winning streak at Mr. C's with the Bears, so that's why I'm here, not at home. Last 2 games I watched at home, lost them both. So here, great time, great friends. So no reason to not come out here. Wish it was going better for the Bears, but what can you do?
Well, here's the way I look at it. If Philly can win the first half 24-3, why can't the Bears win the second half by that same score?
Well, I think exactly that. I mean, the defense definitely has to get a couple of stops. I mean, we got to do a better job, converting with the opportunities we have. Get, Alshon Jeffrey involved. If you throw it in his direction, he'll catch it half the time.
Yeah,
so,
right.
So there's plenty of time to get something going. There's no reason to give up on this game yet. We can win a division title with a win tonight. There's no reason to give up right now.
That's a beautiful attitude. All right, now speaking of beautiful. I said, speaking of beautiful, so they send in another man. Who's directing this damn show?
I don't know, man.
Ladies, you're next. All right, tell us your name and why you like this place.
I'm Arturo, and I like this place because it's a good environment and it's a good place to be for watching the Bears game.
That's right. This game, I'm kind of blaming the special teams early. That bad punt and the Hester fumble. What do you think?
I think it's bad, man. We're off to a bad start, but we gotta start making some touchdowns, some field goals at least. Something. We gotta catch up because the Packers lost and the Steelers won and all this good stuff. We gotta win. We gotta make it to the playoffs. We gotta make this win today.
I agree with you. All right, now finally, time for your close-up. Tell us your name and why you like this bar.
My name's Samantha, and this is my very first time actually coming here, and I'm enjoying it to the fullest. Go Chicago Bears!
Okay, and you're wearing Blackhawks clothing, so does that mean you like the Blackhawks too?
I love the Blackhawks, I love the Bulls, and the Sox, the Cubs, everything that's Chicago represents.
Okay, did you notice my Blackhawk hat?
I love it. Can I wear it?
Well,
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Goes with my outfit.
but you can't keep it.
All right, I'll give it back.
Thank you. All right, we're all good. Thank you very much. All right, I guess the line of people has subsided, so we'll go get some of the halftime food, which is fabulous here. The smell of the barbecue is wafting over here. If we had smell-o-vision, you'd know what I'm talking about, but it's pulling us. So me and Danny got to shut the camera off now and go get some quick grub.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and the fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700. And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery too. That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski. Little Frank's Pizzeria and Bar. Thursday, $1.50 Miller Old Style. And of course, my trivia games alternate Thursdays. The next one, December 26th at 8 p.m. You know they have $12 large pizza and pitcher all day, every day? Easy to reach at 79th and Narragansett. Check out Little Frank's. You'll be glad you did. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. Here's an idea. Get the Calabria Imports for great Italian foods and a great deli. Mention this TV ad and get 10% off your order. They have catering. They have sandwiches. Easy to reach at 1905 West 103rd Street. I shop there regularly, and you should too. Calabria Imports on 103rd Street. In the third quarter, the Bears get on the board on this pass to Brandon Marshall. The 2-point conversion makes it 33-11, and you're saying maybe they have a chance. So the Bears scored a touchdown, trying to be optimistic. We were doing the math. 3 more touchdowns and a few 2-point conversions, and they're right there. Let's find out what this young man's thinking. He's also got a Peyton jersey like me. Tell us your real name and what's going on.
My name is Matt. Just got to keep hope alive, just keep, one quarter make or break you. I think if they keep trying how they are, they can possibly pull this one out.
Well, that's amazingly optimistic. I mean, they have the offensive capability and firepower, but the question is, can they hold Philadelphia off the board?
It's just that defense right now. They got to hold them a little bit better, but if the offense keeps doing what they did at the end of that third right there, I think we have a shot at possibly doing something with this game.
All right, well, that's a good way to think. Hey, I wanted to give you credit to our fans at home. Thanks for defending our country. Tell everybody what branch you're in and your recent service.
I'm in the Army. I'm stationed right now with the National Guard unit out of 52nd Cottage, the 117th, HHC Infantry. Been doing that for quite a while now.
And where were you last stationed out of state?
That was Fort Echuca, on the border of Arizona down there in Sierra Vista. I was down there for a little over a year.
Okay. Well, thanks for doing what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
We appreciate that. All right, tell us your name. I know that we shared a dining experience here. They have great food at the halftime spread. Tell us your name and what you sampled.
My name's Clarissa. I had some of his pulled pork sandwiches. Anything Andy does is usually really good. He has an excellent chili if you've ever had it. So he has always a good spread up here.
And you like coming to this place for what other reason beside the food?
Andy. And just good people. It's always either airline employees or cops, and just a good mix of people up here.
I know she's never heard this in her life. Clarissa explains it all.
That's right.
Thank you.
Oh, of course.
Symbolic of the complete breakdown in this game is when on offense you lose points. And when the Eagles take this to the house, you knew it was over. 54-11. So let's try to forget about this Bears game. Let's just concentrate on the personality of Mr. C's and their great patrons. Tell us your name and why you like to come here.
My name is Yesenia Martinez, and I come here because it's a local friendly bar.
And you got friends here and everybody?
I have friends here, and he's a very good friend of mine and my family, so I come here for support. So anything that I need to do to support my family and friends, I'm here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And what about this Bears situation? It was a very rough loss. Can they rebound and beat the Packers next week?
Oh, for sure. All you can do is be positive and be hopeful and make sure that they need to do what they got to do to get it in, so like that they can make it to the playoffs. I'm definitely a Bears fan, so I really, really hope that they win the next game, so like that we can like kick some butt.
I hope they get in too. And we'll have more on the spotlight right after these important messages. They are not finished yet.
I eat on the pasta twice just...
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people. Have a tremendous time. At Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine, you'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Riley's Trick Shop. Of course, they had Halloween costumes. They still have football strip cards, custom T-shirts. Just ordered some myself. Gag gifts, tricks, jokes, magic kits. Their new location is 8086 West 111th Street in Palos Hills. Check them out, Riley's Trick Shop. They also have Santa stuff for you late-minute shoppers. Riley's Trick Shop, a great place with a lot of cool stuff. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. Come play in the area's classiest billiard center, Jukebox Billiards, 7910 Calumet Avenue in Munster, 2 blocks south of 8094. Selling the most famous names of pool tables and billiard equipment. Specializing in table recovery and moving of tables. A complete pro shop with the most brand names of cues and cases. Celebrating over 20 years. Excellence. Top billiard tables. The place where the action is. Jukebox Billiards. 7910 Calumet in Munster. Amongst the keys of the Bulls championship, Michael Jordan's general toughness, especially mentally. You know, he did well rebounding in that series, but he would not let his team lose. And of course, people hitting their shots in Game 6, even Steve Kerr. Other keys to the series and the championship, Dennis Rodman's tenacious rebounding. He was right there in terms of MVP for that series. A tremendous performance, 4 titles in 6 years, and an emotional finale for Michael, who could only think of his father on Father's Day.
Which was my family and my father not being here to see this, and you know, I'm just happy that the team kind of pulled me through it, you know, because it was a tough time for me. You know, who would have ever written this season? You know, no one predicted it as much as you guys tried to be predictors. You know, we couldn't have predicted it early. But things work in mysterious ways. I mean, you put forth the effort, You know, I think we always blessed with the success that we've had this year. You know, I was blessed to be healthy throughout the whole season, and blessed to be able to get the game ball of the championship game and bring the championship back to the city of Chicago. And you know, it happened on Father's Day, it makes it even more special. And I think we all should, even if we're not together next year, which I hope we are together. I mean, this has been a very, very special year. And, there's no way you can really describe it.
Jerry, when I saw you Friday afternoon and you were worried, when did you stop worrying?
I stopped worrying, I think, at the 2-minute mark tonight. I think we were up about 16. That was the first time I thought we had it.
Congratulations. Can you put into words what 4 titles means?
There's no way to describe it. There really isn't. I mean, you have to understand that in this world, the only thing that really is important is your health and the health of the people that you love. But when you get past that, this comes awfully close, awfully close. And the real thrill was seeing all the people in the stadium, how happy they were. I mean, it's so exciting to win at home and have your fans just be cheering and be so happy and to bring joy to the city. I mean, I don't think anybody can ever again say that this is the second city.
Michael, what would you say was a pleasant surprise to you this year? Something you didn't expect and it came through and made the team better?
I guess the pleasant surprise was the way that we all have gelled together. It was no animosity. There was no bickering. There was no jealousies. We knew each and every individual was going to be judged differently. I think that's what Phil's credibility has been, is that he's been able to, blend everybody together where no one feels different than the next guy or envious of the next guy. I mean, and that was something that I was very leery of coming into this season, especially with Dennis. And I think Dennis he dedicated himself to come and help this city win another championship. And to his credit, he's done a good job in mentally focusing himself not to be too much of a diversion, not to say he wasn't a little bit, but we've been able to maintain a certain focus, and yet we have accomplished this dream.
Then we snuck around the back of the press tent, and I was able to give this fine Cuban compliments of Bruce Pinsler to Michael Jordan.
So enthused all day. Steve, I had to make him shoot the ball because I was going to throw it to him. He had to shoot the ball in. And I think he believed in himself. He just needed one good shot, and he made that shot, and from that point on, he seemed to be relaxed. Yeah. Thank you very much. All right, let me take a picture with these my boys from the stadium.
Let's go. Go ahead. You're the okay. Be smooth. Go slowly. Very good. Okay. Stay wide. Whoa.
Where's ESPN? Wait, sir. You're the man.
Michael talks to the greatest lady basketball player possibly on the planet, Cheryl Swoops, his buddy. I always wondered if those two had children, how good the basketball players would be. See you next week. This week's show brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound, saddle stitch. Very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.